Today I am going to show you the method of building a whole brand identity from scratch. In this video you will watch me how I created a consistent visual system for a surfboard brand named Drift, and you will get to know the frameworks that will make your work more smoother and professional. Brand is a system itself, and it is not that hard to build that most of the people or designers think or struggle with. Look, most startup founders or beginner level designers think that any logo, any color, any typeface can make the brand successful and work. But wait, it is not. Look, when we are developing a visual identity, we are handling much more things than we see from the top. We need to dig deeper, deeper, and deeper. So, if we wish to make a killer brand identity that will stand out in the crowd, we need to think out of the box. Take a look in every well-established brand or companies, they have a very consistent visual system that creates a lasting impression in the viewer's mind and creates a strong personal brand. I have been working in this field for 5 years and have built 4 keyframes to build brand identities that doesn't only just look good but speaks its essence. And it works every single time. By the way, hi, I am Shubham Nair. I'm a brand identity designer and logo designer based in India. I build brand identities that doesn't only just look good but speaks with clarity and intention. Alright, let's get started. But it is a time for a story.
It all started when a designer was relaxing in his grandfather's wooden chair and suddenly got an email. Wait, what? Logo inquiry? Okay, so Mr. Logo Inquiry needed a logo. Well, the designer agreed and gradually made Mr. Logo Inquiry believe that he also needs a brand identity. And here we go. Let's build it.
So, first things first. This is my client database built in Notion. Here goes the master database of every project I do. This helps me stay organized and work smoothly. On demand, I don't have to waste my time finding stuff that are needed in the project. And you should make one of yours. If you want, I can make a full video tutorial on how to make a database like me on Notion, in Notion. Or if you want to save your time, you don't want to waste your time building this, then obviously tell me in the comments. I will publish it in my portfolio and you can purchase it from there. Let's get started. So there are the projects. These are the on queue, which is nothing right now, in progress, and this is the done, which are done already. So come here to Drift, make it bigger, and the Drift, client name, start date, status, in progress. These are the workflow: discovery and strategy, visual identity, etc. And these are the dashboard that is getting started. First, I make my client sure and I make my client vivid on the process of the project. So that is the getting started. In the discovery call, I make my client understand everything. I make it very crystal clear about the whole process so that they will be comfortable working with me. And this is the brand discovery questionnaire which I use, and it is a very crucial thing so that you will not beat about the bush. You will have a vivid idea on which direction you should go. For now, for Drift, let me hit Alex Winston. So the brand basics. What is the name of the brand or company? That is Drift. And what does your brand or company do in one sentence? That is Drift crafts high quality customizable surfboards that combine modern design with personal inspiration for adult surfers or who value both performance and individuality. Now, purpose and vision. What is the core purpose of your brand? of drift. The core purpose of drift is to empower adult surfers to express their individuality through high quality custom built surfboards and build craftsmanship with modern aesthetics. We are here to break away from mass produced one size fits all boards and give people something that feels like theirs, both in form and spirit. It's about performance, yes, but also about connection, joy, and identity in motion. Short-term goals for 6 to 12 months are finalize brand identity, name, logo, visual system, etc. Build a clean, minimal website with a configurator for custom boards. Release a limited launch collection, maybe 3 to 5 base models. Customers can customize. Build a core audience. Start building an organic presence on Instagram, YouTube, and the long-term goals are establish Drift as the name in custom surfboards, become the go-to brand for serious adult surfers who want something more than off the shelf. Expand into international markets with small drift craft hubs in surf-rich regions. And also, this is sustainability leadership, lead in eco-conscious board building, recycled materials, zero waste workshops, long life design. Okay, long-term impact. I wanted to define what owning a surfboard means. So here I can see the word individuality right here. The word individuality is standing out to me. Let me tell in the comment. Let me know in the comments what you think. Now the target audience. Who is your primary audience? Adults aged 27 to 45. They have likely been surfing for a few years, or they are getting back into it more with intentionality. They have moved past the hype stage and now care about quality, craftsmanship, and meaningful choices. Location primarily coastal cities, California, Australia, Portugal, Sri Lanka, Bali, and urban hubs. Mindset and lifestyle, they are conscious consumers into slow fashion, sustainability, craft. How do the current finder interact with their brands like you? Instagram and YouTube. They follow shippers, surf photographers, etc. So what is the biggest problem? What is the biggest problem or desire that your brand solves? The biggest problem is that most surfboards on the market feel generic, impersonal, and mass-produced. Even the high-performance ones, there's little room for personal identity, creative input, or emotional connection. What they truly desire is a surfboard that feels like it was made for them, not just in size or shape, but in style, story, and spirit. Performs beautifully in the water while looking beautiful out of it. Represents who they are, not just as a surfer, but as a person. It solves these by offering total customizability without sacrificing quality. A modern design for a brand they are proud to be part of. A surfboard that's not just a tool but a personal statement and experience. We're not just shipping boards, we are shipping identity and model. So here the words person, customizability, quality, modern are coming out in my eyes. Coming to the next, brand values and personality. What are your top 3 to 5 brand values? Intentionality, every board, every line, every choice. Nothing is random. We design with purpose, craft with clarity, and reject the mass-produced mindset. Individuality, we celebrate personal expression. No two surfboards are the same, and neither are the boards. Drift exists to bring out each rider's unique style, story, and surf. Modern craft, we fuse traditional shaping techniques with a clean modern aesthetic. Old school soul, new school precision. Simplicity, We believe great design is clear, uncluttered, and quietly powerful. From our visual identity to our customer experience, drift stays minimal, not minimal effort. Connection to the ocean, to your gear, to yourself. Serving is personal. Yeah. So here the words intentionality, individuality, modern craft, modern aesthetic, clean, old school soul, new school precision, simplicity, and connection, minimal. These are standing out in my eyes. Calmly confident, Duke doesn't shout to be noticed, confident. It is also good brand value. Minimal but warm, it's clean, design forward, and detail obsessed but never cold. There quite joy and human touch in everything it does. Creative and articulate, Drift loves good design, meaningful conversations, and the craft behind the scenes. Yeah. For visual preferences, they have some brands to admire, that is Ascot, Finalson, Patagonia, Tracksmith, Noah, NY, Gorak, etc. Color palette, soft neutrals and dark tones. Sand, driftwood, seafoam, clay, foggy white, muted teal. But what I think that these colors, these soft neutrals and this foggy white and muted teal, I think that doesn't align with the personalities that we see, that we saw right now. That is bold, confident, precise, sharp. So I think this needs a proofreading. This needs a correction. I don't think it will work. Okay, I will manage it in my brand strategy section, and you will see it. Yeah, there we go. What tone of voice do you want? Friendly but not casual. We speak like humans, not marketers. Warm and clear but with intention. Behind every word, confident, not cocky. We know our craft and trust our process, but we never flex without reason. Humble precision, minimal. We don't overload with words. We say less but say it better. When we speak, it lands exactly. In one word, they're brave. They prefer to say many things in simple words. They are brave. Yeah, brave is also can be a good tone of voice. Now the competitive landscape. So they have some competitive landscape like these Christensen surfboards, hidden shapes, and there's Pilgrim Surf plus supply, like that. So how do you want your brand to stand apart from them? True customization as the core, not a feature. Most brands offer some customization. We are building an experience where everything revolves around it. Shape, finish, details, visual vibe, even mood pools. Drift becomes a brand where you don't just buy a board, you build your board. So clean, minimal, almost Scandinavian inspired aesthetics. Oh, nice. A brand that feels deep. Narrative driven design while others sell specs. Lifestyle drift tells stories. Now the creative direction part. What emotion should your brand evoke? Calm like the first paddle out, the brand should feel grounded, slow and intentional, the break from the noise. I think these also need correction because of confident, precise, An individual person is never slow. They're always intentional, that is right. They're individual and they're fast. They prefer fast. They prefer speed. Bring focus on minimal and confidence, space to breathe, delight, subtle joy. So overall, the words that individual, precision, confident, bold, minimal, trustworthy, connection, and modern, these words are coming out and standing out in my mind. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this. And now that I have completed the brand discovery questionnaire, we have completed it. Now it is time for some correction. I have to talk with the client and then we will go for brand strategy part. Now I have to build the brand strategy. The second step is to build a proper strategy. Without a strategy, building a brand identity is like beating about the bush. We are not building a brand identity to pass the time or to please the eyes. We need a strategy that helps the brand or the company stand out in the market. So a proper strategy helps us as well as the clients to get a vivid idea on how the identity is going to be developed. So here is the brand strategy. Crafted in 2025. Let's get started. Drift is a company that makes custom surfboards with an emphasis on customizability. They value individuality, modern craft, performance, simplicity. They are developed concept. Our story. Drift started in 2022 on the coast of Byron Bay, born from a personal frustration. Surfboards felt generic, disconnected. The ambition was clear: create a brand where surfers could craft boards that truly reflect who they are in shape, style, and spirit. Early challenges included finding craft people open to full customization and building a digital experience that matched our vision. A key turning point came when our first customers began sharing their boards and stories, proving there was a real need for design first, right and personal surfboards. The brand vision. The brand vision is the mission of the Drift is to make beautiful boards. Their audience will have a brand experience on touching their boards or getting in touch with the brand visuals. They aim to make handmade custom boards and they aim to stick on these uniqueness. Their mission is to make eco-friendly surfboards made with recycled materials. They aim to exist, excite, matter. Brand vision. Their vision is to become the go-to brand for serious adult surfers who want something more than off the shelf. We know not just for beautiful boards, but for a thoughtful brand experience, maintain the handmade custom spirit. No factory skill compromise. They also want to build a community around mindful surf culture, where design, sustainability, and self-expression meet. In the long run, they would love to see drift boards recognized instantly, not because they all look almost the same, but because they all carry the same spirit. Intentionally made, deeply personal, quietly iconic. Brand values. Here are the core principles that guide the brand's behavior, decisions, and culture. These values shape the brand, identity, and customer experience. So I kept three main brand values, that is intentional, individual, modern. Coming to the tone of voice. A brand's tone of voice defines how it communicates, the personality, style, and attitude reflected in all messaging and interactions. There are also three tone of voice: confident, minimal, precision. Audience persona. Oops. Sorry. An audience persona is a semi-fictional profile that represents a key segment of the brand's target audience. It helps humanize customer data, aligning brand strategy with real people's needs and behaviors. Why it matters? When you understand exactly who you are speaking to, you stop designing for everyone and start crafting experiences for the right people. Personas shape brand messaging, visuals, offers, and positioning, making every decision intentional and not random. So, here is the first persona. Let's name him Dan Dickinson. He lives in America. His age is 53. Occupation: he is a businessman. Goes to spend a good holiday with family in the beachside. Challenges: his children find hard to connect with surfboards. Values: confidence, ease, and connection. Buying behavior: can afford premium costs, preferred quality. Next, Medellin Sam, lives in Berlin, age 28, occupation college student. To spend weekend with friends in surfing is a goal. Challenges, doesn't feel the connection with board and friends. Values, quality, connection, personality, presence. Buying behavior, quality based products, high end structure. Now, Khaled Asrafi, South Africa, age 45, occupation actor. Yeah, I know it is quite impossible or quite unreal, but let's give it. Goals, to do surfing with family. Challenges, cannot feel the presence and confidence in the boards. Values, presence, confidence, rocky accents. Buying behavior, high quality, premium, long lasting. Now, the competitor analysis. So I have picked three main competitor for drift. Let's get into it. First, Christensen Surf, industry segment, production of surfboards, scale very big. About Christensen Surf is a surfboard making company who prefer old school rock 5. They produce high quality, high price boards. Next, Pilgrim Supply. Their industry segment is surfboard production and swimwear essentials. Scale big. About Pilgrim Supply is a surfboard and swimwear essentials production brand who makes high quality, rainy, high product. They prefer aesthetic design, moody, cozy, boutique minded design. Next, Head and Shapes, industry segment, surfboard and apparel production. Scale large. About tech forward, design focused, feels more performance-ly. Drift can carve a niche with more emotional depth and customization. Now, it's time for brand positioning. Positioning defines how a brand is perceived in the minds of its audience relative to competitors. It's not about being better, it is about being different in a way that's meaningful to the customer. So, option 1. Here, this is the drift, orange for drift, this brownish for Christensen surfboards, this green for Pilgrim Supply, and this magenta is for Head and Shapes. This map visualizes where the brand currently stands and where it can move to claim white space in the market. So I have set two parameters for this option 1, that is personality and simplicity. For personality, I have kept bold and subtle to axis, and for simplicity, I have kept simple and elaborate. To stand out in the market, drift should stand in this position, in the simple yet bold. Next, price versus quality. High to low, high to low. Quality and price, drift can make high price products. So yeah, it can be positioned in this segment. And customization versus connection. Look, all the three brands doesn't provide much more customization on custom surfboards. So drift can overpass them and can stand out in this segment. So drift can provide more infinite customization options there, and it can, what can I say, it can build more connection than the others. So I think this position will be right for drift. Thank you. The third step is to present a mood board to the client. This helps you get a clear vision on which direction you should go before touching the design part. So here is the mood board. This mood board captures the visual essence of the brand, translating its strategy into a cohesive aesthetic direction. Every element from color to type to imagery has been intentionally curated to reflect the brand's personality and connect with its target audience. Direction 1, direction 2, there is the direction 1. And this is the mood board which indicates the direction 1. This mood board emphasizes more on the boldness, individuality, confident and strong tone of voice. It is a clean script typeface that indicates the boldness, confident and strong presence. The color palette has minimal tones which indicates that the brand is precise and classic. Direction 2, overview. This mood board emphasizes more on the minimalism, classiness, establishment, friendliness and precision. It is a clean sans serif typeface that indicates the friendliness, clean and precise tone of voice. The color palette has eye-catchy tones which indicates that the brand is minimal and connected to the clients. Now comes the hardest part of the design process, the logo design. The client wants a logo that looks sharp, precise, bold, confident, individual, at the same time being minimal and trustworthy. So let's leave it that way and build the logo. So let's get started. Here I am in my Adobe Illustrator page, as you can see, and first of all grab a text tool, then rotate. At first we are making the word mark, okay, let's get it to big. Now I have chosen a font, a typeface for the brand, that is, let me show you, that is it, Black Cameo Demo Regular. Black Cameo Demo Regular. Okay. Why I chose this? Because let me show you. First, let me select it. Zoom to right here. Click on the brush tool. See this portion, this portion, this portion, as well as this, as well as this, this, this. What you can see is the sharp edges that gives the feel of preciseness, the sharpness, the fast and the bold, and overall it is a gothic style, so it gives a vibe of, what you can say, confidence, a boldness. So yeah, I think this is pretty good for this brand. So for now we have developed the word mark. Now it's time for the logo one. Now I don't know if you can see, but I can see right here that, look at this. What is that? Look at this and this portion. Look at this portion. Isn't it seem like the anchors which are used to anchor the ships in the port? So what I can do is draw an anchor. So at first select this, Control Shift O, then create outlines, then Control Shift G, then ungroup, grab it here, press Alt and make a copy of it. Always make a copy, otherwise you will face a lot of problem in the future. So let's begin. I'm thinking of an anchor, so let's draw the anchor. Grab it, rotate it, and right here. Okay. To make it perfect, we will review in the CPU mode, then grab it. Look at this. What is happening right there? I have no idea. What? Wait a minute. What is happening? No, like this is good. No. Oh, okay. Oh, I got it. The matter is this: if you face any problem or like that, don't panic. Just go to right here, like this magnet, and this is the advanced option of creation and transformation, and snap to pixel. press it and just turn off the snap to pixel while moving, unselect it, and snap to pixel while scaling. Unselect it, then press OK, and we are good to go. Zoom it. As now you can see that this yeah, right, you can see it. Powerful. Now this area will be overlapped, so it's okay. We will unite them. It is not there. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Right. What I will do is we can unite. Scale to small. I will keep it, or I can rotate it to 180 degrees. I can rotate it to 180 degrees. And then press Ctrl C, Ctrl Shift V, then it will copy and paste and it's at its own place, previous place. Then I will press Shift plus Alt, will scale it down. Something like, I think it is too much small. Yeah, not bad, but too much noisy. I think I can do something else, like I will group them, then press Ctrl C, Ctrl Shift V, and I will mirror them. How is it? It is good, but the problem is it is. Let me show you. The problem is, let me change the color. The problem is, you can see that here it is like an E shape. Okay, so I don't think that this is a good idea, but however, we will see it later. Then I will again grab it. While crafting the first anchor of the first version, I just saw thing and the idea is still in my mind, so I will do it. Let me show you. I will grab it, okay, and mirror it right here. Look. I think it is very good. I think it is nice, very nice, because this thing here, like I have seen this kind of weapon. You can say a weapon in a game, in a mobile game. So it is quite like a legacy. If I add a tail like this or something, see, it is kind of bold and precise, bold and individual kind of thing. I really like it. I really like it. But make it. But I think it is good. Yeah, it is quite good. So we don't have to do anything further than that. I do like it. I really do like it. So I will keep it. I will make it unit and beautiful. Let's try something else. What you can do now, make a duplicate of it, then rotate it, We did it already. Okay. How is it? Yeah. How is it? It is quite good. It is quite good. I like it. No, it is a bad idea. It is not a good idea. But I like it. Or something like this. No, it is very space consuming. Or something. This is not bad, but doesn't. This is not bad, but it doesn't align. It doesn't align with the tone of voice or the brand values. I think so. This is quite good. Nah, this is quite good. This seems good, but the problem here is, let me show you the problem. The problem here is the whole this. Just kidding. Let me show you. Look, this is kind of H. Can you see it? Kind of H. So, not a good idea. I think this is good. This is actually good. What I can do now, I will unite them, and there is another idea in my mind. Control C, Control Shift V, then rotate it to 90 degrees, then make it center with each other. Then we will unite them. Look, we created something. We actually created something, and I like it. I like it just not just only because it looks good, but it feels like kind of an establishment and authority. So it gives a feel of trust also, and of an establishment also. It is quite bold also. It is precise. It is, yeah, it is overall, it is quite good. Not a bad idea. Now what I can do, let me grab it here. No, actually no. Yeah. This is it. See. Nah. Definitely not. This is not a good one. This is not so good. Let me grab it. This. I should scale it down. Yeah. Quite good. What I can do now, Control C, Control Shift V, and I will rotate it into 180 degrees, the duplicate copy of this. It's quite good, right? Yeah. It's very nice. I like it. So let's keep it. I think we should keep it. So I will unite them and make it center with each other. Control C, Control Shift V, and rotate it into 90 degrees. Yeah. Whew. And we will unite them. Done. Nice, right? Very nice. I like it. I really like it. So guys, we have created our logo mark and the word mark also, but I will not actually put the I will control G. Yeah, we have created it. We have built the brand logo. So this was my process of building a brand identity from scratch. After making a whole identity, do not forget to add a brand guidelines as it helps the customer or the client to get comfortable or confident with the designs. I hope this content has put some value to your precious time. Let me know in the comments what you think about this content and what you want in the next video. If you liked it, hit the like button, share it with your designer friends, and subscribe for more valuable contents like this. Until now, see you in the next one. Bye bye.